For years, we have bought everything that we need
and paid a fraction of the retail price.
The very essence of frugal living can be summed up as
never pay full price.
And believe me, that is absolutely possible. Not only is it possible, it's possible for everything from clothing to food to major appliances to anything that you buy that is household furnishings. You can always get a discount. Now, the heart of this video is all about all the ways that we have found over 30 years of frugal living in order to never pay full price. We've got a lot of tips and tricks to share with you in this video. We're going to tell you right now, we're going to share half of them in this video. Then we're going to do a part 2 exactly 1 week from today and share the rest of the tips that you can use in order to never pay full price. So having said that, if you're not subscribed to Under the Median, this is a great time to do it so that YouTube will tell you when we drop the second part of this video and you don't miss anything.
But maybe they don't know us. And if you don't, I'm Larry.
And I'm Hope.
And we're from Under the Median, where every week we bring you videos on practical frugality. Before we delve into the topic, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Creekmer Wealth Advisor.
You know, it is really great to spend less and save more, but you need to have a plan for what you're going to do with all of that money that you're actually saving. And that's where Creekmer Wealth Advisors comes in. John and the team at Creekmer Wealth have been our personal financial advisors for a really, really long time. The single most important thing that John did for us was to give us advice and guidance on how to use our savings in order to most effectively help us to reach our financial goals. And that came really, really important to us, especially this last year as Larry was nearing retirement. And as he got closer and closer to clocking out one last time at his job, we talked to Creekmore Wealth Advisors many times, and John gave us peace of mind, helping us to know that we were making the right moves at the right time, and more importantly, in the right order. If you live in the US and you have questions about budgeting, savings, investments, retirement, John and the team would love to field your questions. There'll be a link all the way up at the top of the description of this video. Thanks, Creekmer Wealth Advisors, for sponsoring the video.
Now, how do you get those great deals and never pay full price? Well, let's talk about Amazon.
Let's talk.
Amazon has a lure, and that is the free shipping. If you buy something and it totals $25 or more, then they automatically give you free shipping. But that does not mean that you're getting the cheapest all-around price on an item. You'll want to check the manufacturer's website or maybe even some other websites to see if Amazon is really giving you the best deal. Don't be lured in just by that free shipping aspect. Another thing you can do is shop on your birthday. A lot of stores will offer discounts or maybe even a free entree if you're at your favorite restaurant on your birthday. You may have to pre-sign up for their program on birthdays, or at least have an ID with you that has your birthday listed on it for proof.
And speaking of signing up, if you give your birthday to other online merchants, not necessarily restaurants, they will also shoot you some high value coupons or even maybe some free items on your birthday.
Speaking of discounts from your favorite stores, you'll want to sign up for free merchandise that they'll send out to you. Usually this will come in the form of a coupon via snail mail or email.
Join store loyalty programs. A great example of this is Kroger. When you sign up for the Kroger shopping card, their store loyalty card, you are automatically going to get discounts. Now, sometimes, here's a caveat. Even if you have the store loyalty card, you have to sometimes have an online account where you actually physically clip those electronic coupons and put them onto your shopping cart. But I save so much money every week on groceries just because I use that store loyalty card from Kroger.
Let's say you want an example that doesn't involve groceries. Target Circle has a plan where you can earn 1% back on every purchase, but there's more.
There's a little bit of a caveat with a lot of these store loyalty cards. Oftentimes they will give you, say, 1% or 2% off. And there's also, by the way, with Target Circle, there are always online coupons that you can go on if you're a member of the Circle Club, and you can clip the coupons. The coupons, by the way, generally change throughout the month, especially on Sundays when that new flyer comes out for Target. You're going to see a lot more coupons in that area of their website. So you need to know where the coupons are housed on their website, and you need to know like how often you should check for new coupons coming out. But having said all that, the caveat is this: they're going to give you a lower percentage of cash back because you're a member of the loyalty club. But if you get their store credit card, then you're going to get a greater percentage of cash back on every purchase you make in the store. Now, whether you get the credit card or don't, that is entirely up to you, but they are going to push that credit card and ask you repeatedly if you want to get their store credit card.
And the reason for that is that most people will spend more money if they have a credit card store account. So that's why they push that on you. This next one I think is a really important tip, and it can save you thousands of dollars as it has us. And that's to simply buy off season. And that takes a little planning ahead, because typically when it's cold out, that's when you want to buy your mittens and your scarf and your hat and your coat. But if you wait until the end of that winter season, you can get those items for 75 and even 90% off.
For instance, winter outerwear is going to go on deep clearance right as that spring merchandise is coming in, and they've got to clear all that winter stuff out in order to make room for the spring merchandise. The thing that we always did, we took the kids with us. We had them try on a winter coat for the next year, and we always bought one size up from what they were currently wearing, and it worked like a charm all the time.
Buy before major holidays. Now, right now, as we're taping this, we're looking at Memorial Day weekend coming right around the corner. And right now is a good time to buy things that you might grill outside, anything that has to do with food, like potato chips, meat, things of that nature, camping gear, anything related to getting outside and enjoying the nice warm weather that we're now getting will be on sale at various stores. This is a good time to take an opportunity to purchase those items.
But here's another tip. If you wait until after the holiday has passed, you will save even more. 7 to 10 days past that holiday, you will see those clearance bins bulging with items that are marked 75 to 90% off. And the closer you get to that 10-day out past that major holiday, the deeper the discounts are going to be. Now, if you've never shopped this way and you're like, so tell me exactly, like if I'm looking for clothing, if I'm looking for gifts, if I'm looking for produce, tell me exactly like what to look for in every single month of the year in those three areas. I actually wrote a series of 3 little savings books that walk you through those 3 areas. There's an ebook for produce, there's an ebook for knowing when to shop for gifts, and there's an ebook for knowing when to shop for various articles of clothing. It walks through each and every month of the year. All 3 of those ebooks are actually a bonus right now with our Frugal Finances bundle. I'm going to leave a link to the Frugal Finance Bundle in the description of this video, because right now, once again, you'll get all 3 of those ebooks as a special bonus with that bundle.
Well, let's return to some more tips to help you save money on new items. One of the things that you can look for is the deal of the week. And Walgreens offers this little promotion.
Actually, a lot of like drugstores, places like that will have one thing or 2, maybe 3 or 4 items even that are ultra low cost just for that week only. You'll also find, and this is the next tip, you will find deals of the day. So you need to know which places around you offer deals of the day. For us, it's definitely Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee has 3 or 4 items they will put on deep discount just for 24 hours only. And we kind of watch that because, for one thing, it's right near us and it's like directly on the path between us and church. So we can always stop in, usually on the way back. We are short on time on the way there, I'm just saying. On the way back, we can dip in real quick to Hy-Vee and get that deal of the day.
Another thing to look for also are 3-day sales, and a lot of stores have these, and generally they'll have those around a holiday to highlight that time period. So look for those 3-day sales. You can get deep discounts. A lot of times they'll advertise those on TV, or you'll get the information in a flyer in your mail.
Let's talk about manufacturer coupons. There are a lot of manufacturers who actually will send you either very high value coupons or even coupons for a free item. What you need to do is you need to contact them and simply ask, do you offer coupons? Some of them offer them year round, while other manufacturers will say, no, we just offer them, 3 or 4 times a year, and here's the time period in which we offer them. So make sure you check into that, especially if you have some favorites that you know you're going to want to buy.
Manufacturer rebates have been popular since the 1960s because you have to pay full price for the item, and then the company will reimburse you a certain percentage of that based on the amount that they're going to rebate you. Of course, I think the best known national store that does this is Menards. They regularly put all of their inventory on at an 11% discount. In fact, they've got it going on right now. And the key is you want to save your receipt and get that little coupon that they have at their front desk to make sure that you can fill it out and mail it in. The only caveat is that you have to spend money on one stamp to send it into their headquarters.
But here's what you may not know, and that is that Home Depot also offers to match that 11% discount that you could get at Menards, but everything is filed online. So it's far more instant than putting something in the mail and waiting to get that rebate back.
You might want to check their website, though. They do have a lot of stipulations on what they will allow that rebate to go for.
That's actually a huge, huge thing to put in there. And I love that you mentioned that, because with all of the tips that we're giving you, you need to check it out for yourself, do due diligence, and make sure that you're reading the fine print of any of the strategies that we're giving you in this program.
Yeah, sometimes what stores offer in our area may not be offered in other areas. If you're finding this video helpful, please give us a like. It kind of helps with the algorithms and it helps YouTube to kind of spread it around.
Here's another tip that you may not have thought about, and that is it's really helpful to download the store app. Now, you'll want to do this only for your favorite places that you shop, because you probably don't want 20 or 30 store apps on your phone. But if there's one that you think, oh, this is a really great app, it's easy to navigate, it stores coupons on here for me. For instance, the Kohl's app. This is going to be my example. I have the Kohl's app on my own phone. Kohl's is notorious for being a place that you can stack offers, and you can pay pennies on the dollar for what the original price was of that item. But something that I really like about the Kohl's app is the fact that you can go to the store and you can use the app to scan a UPC symbol, and it will tell you not only what the price is of that item, but it will apply any discounts that you may have available and stored on that app, and it will tell you what the final price of that item would be after all of your available discounts.
And this is especially true when it comes to store coupons. You want to definitely make sure that you're using those. And I think Kohl's is one of the best places for this. They'll regularly send out a $10 store coupon, and you can use that on any item that's over $10 from their store. So if you're very careful how you use these, you can really save a lot of money.
And if you have the app or if you have the store loyalty card, many times they will not only allow you to use that $10 off merchandise that's $10 or more, but you'll also be able to accrue points. And those points can eventually be traded in for credit in the store.
Now, let's talk about stacking discounts. Now, that's where you put several together to really make the big savings.
This is like one of the most amazing things in the world to do. If you stack discounts, tell me in the comment section, yes, I stack discounts. Stacking discounts means that a store will allow you to, for instance, get something on clearance. And then if they currently have a coupon that's available, let's say save 25% on your total purchase, they'll allow you to use that 25 additional percent off of your purchase, then they will also allow you to pay for part or all of that purchase using one of those store coupons they sent or with those store loyalty points, which means you wind up walking out having accrued even more points towards your next purchase, and you've paid for it using that coupon that you've gotten for previous purchases. One of the things that Kohl's does that is really interesting is Kohl's Cash. So for every $50 that you spend at Kohl's, you'll get $10 in Kohl's Cash that you can use on future purchases. But what some people don't realize is that twice a year, Kohl's doubles that offer. Usually it's right near Christmas time, and it's one other time during the year. You kind of have to watch for it. If you have the app, then they're going to tell you when they're going to do it, which means that if you spend $50, they're going to give you $20 in Kohl's Cash instead of $10 of Kohl's Cash. Now, my friend Kathy is like brilliant, seriously brilliant at shopping at Kohl's and stacking these discounts. And I had a little chat with Kathy yesterday about maybe coming over and sitting in the studio and talking to you about all the ways she has figured out to save money at Kohl's. And then Kathy and I are going to go over to Kohl's and maybe do a little shopping trip and take you guys along with us to show you exactly what that looks like in real life. Now, if a video like that is going to be helpful to you, tell me in the comments section, take me shopping.
Online promo codes are really very important. And Honey is one of the organizations that's really good at that. Honey is owned by PayPal.
Yeah, interestingly, Honey was acquired by PayPal in 2020, which is kind of nice because it allows you to accrue points using the Honey browser extension or the app, and then you can immediately turn those in for cash on your next PayPal purchase. And I do kind of actually like that. So Honey, if you're unfamiliar with it, as I mentioned, it's an extension you're going to put on Chrome or whatever browser that you're using. It's also an app that you can download onto your phone. What you do is you shop just like regular, and we've used Honey many times. And Honey will look for coupon codes that match what you have in your cart, and they will immediately apply those before you check out.
Another very popular service similar to Honey is Rakuten, but you can't use Honey and Rakuten at the same time. You have to choose one or the other, so you'll want to look into both and see which one's going to give you the best deal.
Now, if you're interested in learning more about Honey or Rakuten and you don't use them currently, we're going to make sure that there are links for both of those in the description of this video because we really, really like both of them. Now, I know we're throwing a lot of strategies at you in this one video, but remember, we have a lot more strategies to give you. So this is part one of a two-part series, and part two is going to air exactly 1 week from today. But here's the bottom line. Saving money doesn't have to take a lot of effort. What it does take is a little bit of know-how and understanding how all the discounts work together so that you can get the deepest discount possible on what you're buying. And once again, never pay full price.
Now, if you're having trouble at saving on your groceries, and who isn't these days, Hope and I did a video a little while back on what to do before you even walk out that door. We have 9 steps that we take you through that will help you plan before you even get in your car. If you're interested in that video, it's right over there.